Good evening, Papua New Guinea, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm your host, Godwin Eki. Well, I don't know about you, but we've had a very busy weekend of sports here in the nation's capital, Port Moresby. Now, before we move on to the sporting briefs, Coca-Cola is giving you a chance to win yourself some great giveaway prizes. Now, to get into the promotions, all you have to do is text FIFA to 1661 or 1661. You can text as many times as you can to win yourself a Coca-Cola backpack that comes with a t-shirt, a soccer ball, a water bottle, a pair of tongs, a wristband and a key tag. Unfortunately, this promotion is only for Port Moresby and lay residents only. There you have it. Just text FIFA to 1661 or 1661 and who knows, you could be the lucky winner. Well, as mentioned earlier on the show, it's been a very busy weekend of sports. Let's take a look at the weekend sporting briefs.
It was a busy weekend for a number of sporting codes throughout the city, as first, Coasters Under-19 took on a strong Badili Wanderers side in the Port Moresby competition, determined to remain on top spot. The boys from Badili secured a first innings target of 164 after 20 overs and looked set for victory. But a good fight back from Coasters led by Keval Gassi achieved 35 runs to steer them back in. However, superb fielding from the Wanderers restricted Coasters' runs. Bowler Oala James reached a record 3 for 12 runs after 4 overs. In the end, it was too much for Coasters, Wanderers winning the match by 44 runs. To softball, PNG Power maintained their good run of form in the corporate slow-pitch softball competition, taking on a strong inter-royal team. Having beaten Pool A leaders Remington Rascals the previous week, Power were out to prove that the win was not a fluke and took the match by the scruff of the neck. Leading by 10-4 heading into the last innings, they were able to restrict Interroyal to only 1 run with good outfield cover and strong base catching, contributing to their win. PNG Power taking the game 10-5 at the end. Pool A leaders Remington Rascals, who lost to PNG Power the week before, beat the NDB team by 11 runs to 4 to see Remington progress to the grand final in the cup match against ANZ. AFL now, and Gulf Giants took on a strong Gordon Kokofa outfit in the A Reserve match at Amini Park. The game was hard and physical, with both teams fighting hard to maintain some form of dominance. Heading into the second half, the Giants led with 2 goals, 6 behinds for 20, over Kokofa, 1 goal, 1 behind for 7.
Is there a difference between how the younger generation of players play as compared to, say, for example, when you were a player?
Yes, it's a very big change here with the younger boys coming in now. And the speed of the game has just changed over the last couple of years. At our time when we used to play, and with the former greats before me, and they had bigger players, big men playing the game, and a lot of experts as well. So the era has changed now. Game was very tough at those times, really physical. Nowadays it's just running out into space, and the game's gone very, very fast now. With the young boys, with the speed and have coming up. So it's been a really good change for the style of football we have here, which we're known of our skills and fitness level. So it's it's the young kids that have just come and just changed the whole game around. So yeah, so it's looking good.
Just one last question: if you had a team of your old teammates from, say, 20 years ago, would you be able to match up with the young kids of today?
Definitely, if the boys if we just keep training with the young boys, I think, and then we would be able to, we'll give it a shot. But it's a very big ask, and I think, well, we'll see how we'll go. Hopefully, I'm just trying to organize a match for the oldies to maybe win the finals. So I'm just trying to get them training.
And finally, in the Port Moresby Rugby League A-grade competition, Black Swan Royals defeated Flame Connor Storms 16-10 in a tough encounter at the Hohola Rugby League field. The main game of the day was between Defence and Hohola Flies.
We play Hohola Flies, yellow and black.
That was also a gritty match, with the home team, Flies, attacking well but unable to find an opening early on. Other results in the A grade saw Dover Warriors 18 defeat Wests 10, Miari Eagles 12 defeat Magani 8, Hawks on 24 against Brothers 6, and Butterflies 16 beat Connor Tigers 12.
There you have it, all your weekend sporting briefs. Now don't go away, because coming up next we have all the latest on PNG Under-19's Rugby League 9's Championship. Welcome back to Coca-Cola Sports Scene. PNG Under-19 Rugby League boys who travelled to Glasgow, Scotland for their first inaugural championships at the Commonwealth Games to play an exhibition game were successful gold medal winners, beating our western neighbours Australia. Let's take a look.
Our proud Under-19 Rugby League stars paraded with their medals after being declared winners over Australia 22 points to 8 early this morning PNG time. Australia had earlier edged out Wales in Pool A, went on to beat Jamaica but drew with Scotland to set up the grand final match with PNG. PNG was slotted in Pool B and remained unbeaten, starting off by defeating South Africa 18-8, then stopping the English lads 16-10 and thrashing Canada 28-6. These were the scenes a week ago when our Under-19 boys left for Glasgow. Coach Dennis Meal was confident before departure that his boys would do well. In fact, our Under-19 stars took out the gold in the Commonwealth in this exhibition tournament, Australia silver and Wales bronze.
The boys have really stepped up. Attitude, they've performed well in terms of their attitude and attendance to training. Commitment to training has been very, very good. In all, the boys have prepared very well, and we're ready to take.
8 countries consisting of England, Canada, South Africa, Australia, Wales, Jamaica, Scotland and PNG competed in the 9th tournament. The exhibition of this tournament will pave way for Rugby League to be included in future Commonwealth Games.
Congratulations to the boys, you've made PNG proud, and we certainly look forward to have more victory games in the future. This Friday will mark a year to go before the opening ceremony of the 2015 Pacific Games. The 28 participating sports are all up and about, engaging with their federations to have a strong side representatives at the Games. A 2-day workshop was held over the weekend to begin off a series of workshops which will be carried out before the Games. Let's take a look. The 2-day workshop is part of the PNG Olympics Committee's preparation of athletes and officials for the 2015 Pacific Games. The commitment shown by the National Sports Federation of the 28 participating sports is counted on for a better outcome come game day. The workshop saw some active participants, including national coaches, managers, high-performance trainers and physiotherapists. The workshop basically touched on the support provided to the different sports through various programs, including the government-funded Go for Gold program. Also on various areas related to the high-performance program.
Basically, over the past 2 days, we had the opportunity to invite all of the national coaches and managers from the teams that have been selected for the Pacific Games in 2015. We've gone through a very strict process, I guess, around how those coaches and managers were selected. And part of this weekend was actually an opportunity to start to equip them around the philosophies that we're bringing in through high performance.
The 2015 Pacific Games chef de mission, Richard Cussman, was on hand to make sure there's a combined effort from all participating sports to make up Team PNG. He was the chef de mission to the Mini Pacific Games last year at Wallis and Futuna, to which PNG sent a large contingent. The 15th Pacific Games is on home soil, and he will be leading the biggest team that will need collaborative efforts from all 28 participating sports at the Pacific Games. Joe Lumaris is the softball national coach, a gold medal spot for PNG. He described the workshop as informative and would be very helpful for the team's preparation.
What happened is it gives us some background knowledge, and it prepares us, coaches and managers, how to put our teams together for the SP Games next year. There's some very resourceful information from all the speakers.
Some of the participants are part of the contingent to 2014 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, Scotland, and the Youth Olympics in Nanjing, China. These participants will be part of the 2015 Pacific Games to support and help Team PNG in both national and international competitions. We'll take a short break now. Coming up, we have an interview with Chris Bice, President of PNG Softball Federation. If you've just joined us, you're watching Coca-Cola Sports Scene. Now before we go ahead with the interview with President of Softball PNG, Chris Bice, let's take a look at some softball action.
As you know, we are the current Pacific champions. We have been since 1991. And we won gold medal on this very ground here in 1991. We went to Guam, beat Guam in 95, and then into Samoa in 2007. So we're still the king and queens of the softball in the Pacific. So we don't aim to lose that. We're not about to surrender that title to anyone comes 2015.
We head 1,200 kilometres east of Australia to the islands of New Caledonia. When British explorer Captain James Cook became the first European to sight this South Pacific island in 1774, he named it New Caledonia because it reminded him of Scotland. Today, the headquarters of the Oceania Weightlifting Federation is based in the island's city of Mondor and is also home to the Oceania Institute of Weightlifting, an all-inclusive residential training facility housing 20 of the Pacific region's best weightlifters hailing from 10 different countries.
The small Pacific islanders, they haven't got no opportunity to training back home. For example, Kiribati has approximately 100 lifters, but they're training at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, because once the sun comes out, it's too hot to training outside. They don't have a gym. and they're training on the sand. They don't have the luxury of Australia and New Zealand where they've got proper gyms. So without the institute, it will be very difficult for Pacific lifters to achieve international results simply because they don't have the facilities good enough in their home. So of course when you send them down here and training properly, you can imagine how good they are.
Back home, we used to train under trees, just shade. Yeah, we used to put a piece of wood, we just combine them together and then we used to lift under the tree.
This year will be my 5th year. I came since 2010, when I was 16. We live in a sports complex. We train 3 times a day, every day. The institute lifters are lifting more bigger weights than us back home. So I come here because I want to be like one of them, try to get up in the top. I really like it because weightlifting is everything to me.
At the core of this residential institute is veteran trainer and former Australian head coach Paul Coffer, who is in no doubt about the raw talent on offer.
They've got huge shoulders, they've got strong legs, they can climb a coconut tree. Any of these lifters, doesn't matter how heavy they are, they can climb a coconut tree so easily. Where do you get that? Where do you get that kind of strength? And that's why they're great rugby players. Strength is there, and of course weightlifting fits in perfect with that body structure.
The residential aspect of the institute means athletes get to concentrate fully on the task in hand, weightlifting.
The athletes back home, they don't train like here, how we do. They go back to families, sometimes they train on their own. But when the athletes train here, it's like they have something that Paul can give.
They've got to be like a family, and a lot of discipline. They're not allowed to smoke or drink. If it's one drink, they're out. No second chance. They call it Alcatraz, but it's really not. It is very hard, but they want to be the best, and this is the only way you can make it. There's no other way.
His coaching is very tough, very strict, everything. Whatever you say, when you switch on the button, then you have to switch on. It's like when you go and switch on the power. When the power is on, that's him. When the athlete is sleeping or doesn't even like firing up, once Paul press the button to on, you have to on. Like you have to respond in training like that. Every time. If you don't respond, he'll send you outside, go and have a coffee, come back and start again.
Since his arrival in the islands, Coffer has literally been changing the profile of weightlifting across the continent.
In the last 6 years, it made so much change. When I was a coach in Australia, we used to win 9, 10 categories in those days. Today, the Oceanian Championships, you're lucky to get one Australian winning an Oceanian title. The rest of them are all Pacific lifters. So it shows you the standard within the region, but most of the winners are coming from the Institute.
I've been here around 4 years now. I competed in the last Commonwealth game, and I don't know, I forget what did I came. Maybe I came 16 or maybe second last. And from that 4 years to these 4 years, I've been with Paul, and I see the big improvement. I'm ranking #1 in the Commonwealth.
The success of Pacific Island weightlifters has hugely popularised the sport. Whilst the Institute has its sights set on the long game, right now there's only one immediate vision, and that involves Glasgow and the international stage of the Commonwealth Games.
Anything below 4 gold medal to 5 gold medal, I'd be very disappointed. Every single lifter here is focused today the Commonwealth Games, nothing else. And these people are committed to the sport, and the attitude is phenomenal.
There's a lot of people following me now back home. They want to do weightlifting. They want to be like me, travel around, see the world, like win medals, giving inspiration to the people. They try and training hard. I want to win with all cost. I really want that goal.
Before we go for our final break, please don't forget Coca-Cola is giving away some great giveaways. All you have to do is text FIFA to 1661 or 1661. There are some great prizes to be won. This is for Port Moresby and lay residents only. It's only 49 toea per text. You can text as many times as you wish. you have any sports-related stories or feature stories and would like us to cover it for you, please don't hesitate to send us an email to sportscene@mtv.com.pg, or you can also visit us on Facebook for all your latest sporting updates. Also, Coca-Cola is offering you a chance to win yourself a Coca-Cola backpack with some Coca-Cola giveaway prizes inside. Now, all you have to do is just text FIFA to 1661. And finally, please always buy our very own PNG-made Coca-Cola can or bottle. Always look out for the PNG logo on the side every time you purchase one.
An exciting last group run it has been indeed for the FIFA World Cup. Julius Caesar was a hero of the day, saving 2 penalties to inspire Brazil to a 3-2 shootout victory over Chile, ensuring them a guaranteed place in the quarter-finals after the sides had played out a 1-1 draw. Reviewing Pool B's top matches, Netherlands through to the quarter-finals with a 2-1 victory over Mexico. It was until the last 2 minutes that Klaas-Jan Huntelaar managed to slip in a penalty, pushing the Europeans through, leaving the Mexicans heartbroken. James Rodriguez, probably the most favoured man in Colombia, pushing the team to a well-deserved victory over Uruguay. The 2-1 win hands Colombia their biggest challenge yet, defeating the host nation Brazil in the quarter-finals. After the 2 playoffs to be held between today and tomorrow, the winner of the France vs Nigeria game will make way for another quarter-final match against the winner of Argentina and Switzerland.
Now that's all we have for you tonight. Join us next week as we bring to you more sporting updates, scores and much more information on sports. I'm Godwin Eki. See you then.